If you're here, I'm guessing you've probably dealt with some tough people in your life. Maybe someone who's left you feeling drained, guilty, or like you're always second-guessing yourself. Today, we're diving deep into how to recognize, understand, and break free from manipulators. By the end of this video, you're going to feel more confident in handling anyone who tries to mess with your mind. Stick with me. This could change things for you. Let's start by taking a deep breath. I know dealing with manipulation can make you feel anxious or even angry, and that's completely normal. My goal here is to walk you through this step by step so you know exactly how to handle these kinds of people without getting tangled in their games. All right, let's get into it. I'll be breaking this down into sections, and I want you to take it all in like we're having a one-on-one talk. First, we're going to cover how manipulators think and why they act the way they do. Then, we'll dive into practical steps for protecting yourself and dealing with specific scenarios. Finally, I'll wrap it up with some advice on healing and moving forward. 1. Understanding the mindset of manipulators. So, why do people manipulate? Usually comes down to one thing: control. Manipulators often have a deep need to control their surroundings, which includes controlling the people in their lives. Sometimes this is because of insecurity. Sometimes they genuinely believe their way is the right way, and everyone should follow it. This can stem from their own fears, insecurities, or even past trauma. You're not the problem, and you're not the reason people are acting this way. Keep that in mind as we go through the next steps. 2. Spotting the signs of manipulation. One of the hardest parts of dealing with manipulators is recognizing when it's happening. They're often subtle, using tactics that seem normal at first. Here are some signs to look out for. Gaslighting. This is when they make you question your own reality. They might say things like, "That never happened," or "You're overreacting," even when you know what you experienced. Gaslighting can make you doubt yourself, which is exactly what they want. Guilt tripping. Manipulators will often make you feel guilty for things that aren't even your fault. Maybe they'll say something like, "If you really cared about me, you'd do this," trying to make you feel obligated to please them. Constant criticism or jokes at your expense. If someone is always making fun of you or putting you down, even as a joke, that's a red flag. They're trying to lower your confidence so they have more control. Isolation. Manipulators often try to cut you off from others. They might say things like, "Your friends don't understand you like I do," or make you feel like only they know what's best for you. This isolation is a way to make you dependent on them. The key here is awareness. The more you're able to spot these signs, the quicker you'll be able to step back and protect yourself. 3. Building boundaries with manipulators. Now, let's talk about boundaries. Boundaries are the lines you set that others cannot cross, and they're absolutely necessary when dealing with manipulators. Boundaries protect your mental and emotional space and make it clear what you will and won't tolerate. One boundary might be emotional. For example, if someone keeps pushing you to feel guilty about something, make it clear, "I'm not going to discuss this anymore if it's about making me feel guilty." You don't owe anyone an explanation for your boundaries, and you don't need to feel bad for setting them. Remember, manipulators will test these boundaries, but the more consistently you hold firm, the less power they have over you. Setting boundaries can be challenging because manipulators are often relentless. But by sticking to them, you're taking back your control. 4. Handling manipulative conversations. Let's face it, manipulators are great at twisting conversations. Here's a technique you can use: gray rocking. When you gray rock, you respond in a way that's as boring and unemotional as possible. If they're trying to stir up drama or get a reaction out of you, keep your responses short and neutral. For example, if they start an argument, just say, "Okay," or "I understand." Don't give them any emotional fuel. The less you react, the less fun it is for them, and over time, they may back off. Another technique is calling them out in a calm way. If they say something manipulative, try something like, "I noticed you said this and it made me feel pressured. Can we talk about it?" This puts them on the spot without aggression. Manipulators often backpedal when they're called out, especially if you stay calm and firm. And remember, silence can also be powerful. If they start talking in circles or throwing out guilt trips, sometimes the best response is no response at all. Letting the silence sit can make them uncomfortable and shows them that their tactics aren't working. 5. Building a support system. Manipulators often try to isolate their targets, which makes it even more crucial for you to have a support system. Friends, family, or even online communities can give you a sense of perspective. If you're feeling uncertain about whether you're being manipulated, talk to someone you trust. Hearing an outside opinion can validate your feelings and help you see things more clearly. And don't be afraid to reach out for professional help if needed. Therapists are skilled at helping people recognize manipulation and build confidence in dealing with it. There's no shame in seeking support. 6. Trusting your gut and reclaiming your power. Your intuition is a powerful guide. Manipulators may try to make you feel uncertain, but that gut feeling is there for a reason. If something feels wrong, pay attention. You don't need to justify your feelings to anyone else. They're yours and they're valid. Trusting yourself is key to breaking free from a manipulator's hold. Take small steps every day to reinforce this trust. Maybe it's making a choice without asking for anyone's opinion, or saying no to something that doesn't feel right. These small actions add up, and over time, you'll start to feel more in control and less influenced by others. The more you believe in yourself, the less a manipulator can control you. Remember, you have the power to walk away, and no one deserves to be in a relationship or a friendship where they're being constantly manipulated. If this video helped you, please consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear this too. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this to keep you feeling empowered and informed. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, you are stronger than you think. Take care, and see you in the next video.